Ever since news broke that T.O.P had agreed to an exclusive interview following his return to the screen in Squid Game Season 2, his fans have been hyped up and fiercely protective. One fan wrote, "K-media reporters better behave because the whole world is watching. We're not going to let them mistreat T.O.P anymore." And another said, "I hope they're kinder to him this time. He deserves all the respect in the world." Some are even saying South Korea better welcome him back like a king. And then, the moment everyone had been waiting for arrived, the long-awaited interview finally dropped. Fans had been waiting for him to open up, and he did just that and talked about the mistakes, regrets, and controversies that have followed him since his probation in 2016. But why was this interview so important? Let's get into that first. T.O.P's casting in Squid Game Season 2 wasn't without its share of drama. Critics accused him of using industry connections to help him land the role. Both Lee Jung-jae and Lee Byung-hun, who star in the series, have denied these claims. Add to that his controversial past, his 2017 marijuana scandal, and the fact that he himself said that he was retiring from the entertainment industry. And it's no wonder T.O.P has become one of the most talked about figures in the spotlight right now. The fan reaction was totally justified because this was his first sit-down with reporters since 2014's Taza, The Hidden Card. In the interview, he got real about his role in Squid Game Season 2 and how it mirrors parts of his own life he'd rather keep hidden. He plays Thanos, a rapper whose career ends after drug use and failed investments. T.O.P admitted that this role hit way too close to home, saying, "The character mirrored my past. It was a daunting proposition." In the interview, T.O.P described his 30s as lost years, filled with shame, self-loathing, and isolation. He revealed he spent most of that time at home or in his music studio, saying, "Music was the only place where I could breathe." Now, he did hint at sharing that music with fans. Someday he said, "I have so many songs, and I'm looking forward to sharing them with my fans soon," teasing an upcoming album with no set release date yet, giving VIPs something to look forward to. However, since that's somewhere far off in the future, let's focus on the here and now. T.O.P also talked about how Squid Game's director Hwang Dong-hyuk handed him this opportunity to change the false story about him being a failed, drug-abusing idol. And T.O.P was determined to do just that and nailed his role as Thanos. He shared, "For almost 10 years, I felt like no one looked at me, but the trust and belief the director had in me gave me the strength to take this on." Even his preparation for the role was next level. From studying drug effects to crafting a unique mumble rap-inspired delivery, he poured everything into this role. T.O.P also shared how he brought the character to life by adding real-life details like damaged teeth, anxiety, and even ADHD-like behaviors to portray Thanos' struggles. He even channeled Southern US hip-hop influences to create a rap style that feels raw and unfiltered. T.O.P described the drug-taking scene in the show as embarrassing, but since it was what the role demanded, he wasn't going to back down. His portrayal of Thanos also sparked some mixed reactions. While K-media and K-netizens have been describing his performance as over-the-top and cringeworthy, international audiences are calling Thanos one of the best characters of the season. In response, T.O.P addressed the cringeworthy aspects of his character, explaining that it was all intentional. If Thanos were a cool rapper, he wouldn't have joined this game or become a drug-dependent hip-hop loser. The exaggerated gestures and ridiculous raps were all part of the concept. Of course, no news about T.O.P would be complete without mentioning BIGBANG. His decision to leave the legendary group was a very personal one. He revealed, "I've caused so much damage to BIGBANG and my former company. I couldn't bear the thought of being labeled as the one who hurt the team, so I decided to leave." T.O.P was referring to the scandal that ended his K-pop career, a mistake he's owned up to repeatedly and still apologizes for years later. However, from the incident itself to the aftermath, including a suicide attempt and intense public scrutiny, his new role as Thanos hits a bit too close to home for fans who have been following him all these years, hoping for a reunion. But T.O.P was pretty clear about that. He said, "It'd be shameful for me to return. The love we received in our 20s was unimaginable, and the criticism that followed is also part of that." Speaking of fans who could forget the headlines about T.O.P blocking fans on social media, he even addressed that, saying, "My heart ached when I saw fans wanting a reunion. It felt like looking at photos of a family I lost." T.O.P's journey has been filled with ups and downs, but his focus now is on rebuilding his life. He described his goal as achieving a less dramatic existence and taking on challenges that align with his personal growth. About his role as Thanos, he said, "Destiny pulled me toward this role." Following the interview, the response from the fandom has been overwhelmingly supportive. Comments like, "He deserves peace and healing," and "We'll always love and support T.O.P," are flooding social media. One user on Reddit shared, "I would most definitely enjoy seeing him in another role. but I also get why he would want to leave it behind. When asked if his former Big Bang members tried to stop him from leaving, Top refused to speak on their behalf. However, he did reveal that his own guilt is what stops him from reaching out to them. He admitted, "I'm not in contact with the members right now. The guilt I feel is so intense that I can't bring myself to reach out to them." It's clear that Top still holds Big Bang and his fans close to his heart, shutting down any rumors about him hating the Big Bang members or of supposed infighting within the group. Even after stepping away, Top has continued to support his fellow Big Bang members from the sidelines. The group's 2022 release, Still Life, served as a bittersweet farewell to the members and VIPs. All in all, Top's message was clear. He takes full responsibility for his past mistakes, and he's committed to doing better in the future. Fans who've stood by him can look forward to new music. And while his journey with Big Bang may be over, he's determined to make the most of the opportunities ahead. And those rumors about him retiring, maybe it's time to forget all about those as well. So what do you think about Top's return? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Soul Scoop for more.